Alright guys, welcome back. We got new content day and we can jump straight into the Paragon Gauntlet. No more Thronebreaker EQ for me, but this will help you out for the Valiant EQ bosses as well. But we're going to start off with Red Guardian. The main thing is his shield is going to be going down to 0. And you have to make sure that when his shield goes down, he can stun you. So I just have to try really carefully to build up to a bar of power so that I can throw a special as his shield is expiring. So he's down to 1 charge. So I'm going to take another shot here and I'm going to immediately go in and try and throw my special. I think I do get stunned at one point in the fight because I don't get back to a special fast enough on my timing, but Chioth works really well. I also I think also Elsa would work really well for this one, but there you can see I got stunned by the fractured shield. So here I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I get back up to, I've got a special, and I'm just going to keep an eye on that shield charge when it resets so that I can go ahead and throw my special here before it resets, and then I don't have to worry about the shield getting fractured and stunning me, and actually end up finishing with a full yellow bar. Next fight is Ghost, and I'm going to take this one with Viv. If you watch my channel, you know I love Viv, but the main thing here is buffed up. I need to have buffs in order to do damage, and every time she throws a special, you need to knock her down with a heavy, but she is stun immune, so we are going to use the power of the phasing. Okay, so that is what we're going to do. The only thing here is that I'm going to throw a special 2, and it's going to get rid of all my armor ups, and I'm going to have to wait a few seconds in order to get my armor ups back in order to do damage. So here you see that she threw a special, and I can just phase to get my easy access to a heavy. So I'm going to throw the special 2. Unfortunately, I lose my armor ups here, but I get the full solar burst, so I have the charges ready. I just need to wait till I get back to 3 armor ups. But again, she threw a special, and then I throw a little medium, and then I phase for a heavy. So here I'm just waiting out my timer. You have to be careful. If you don't get a hit in, you are going to get faltered. There's a falter timer here. So at least I recognized it, moved out of the way. And here I'm just going to go ahead, phase again, throw another special 1, and do that again. Get my unblockable special 1 in there as long as I have a bar of power, and Ghost doesn't. And then we're just about finished here. I think I go for one more special 1, and we finish it again with a full yellow bar. Now, again, we want the objective to get that refined XP. So we're going to go ahead and do a skip the choice node. And then this Taskmaster actually gains, if you use someone who does a lot of debuffs, and then he becomes immune to debuffs throughout the fight, he's going to gain a ton of power. He is also going to be unblockable when he has an armor. So he has ionized armor, so he's going to get that armor up, and he's going to be unblockable when he has an armor up. Guess what? We're going to go Viv again here. Okay, because he's going to be unblockable, Viv doesn't care about unblockable. We can still phase right through it as long as we keep our medium ending combos on. So here we go. We're going to go and try and get to a special 2. Here he doesn't have the armor yet, so he's not unblockable, but now he has it. Now it doesn't really matter. I can still phase right through his unblockable. So here I'm just going to try and build up to my special 2. Drop my special 2 on him, and at the same time, ideally, I would like to push him to a special 2 if possible. So I'm going to go hard here, into a striker, into a heavy attack to push him to 2 bars of power, and then I can go ahead and attack in afterwards, start getting some of my unblockable special 1s going. I get 2. I'm going to get 1 more. And then I think I do get clipped by an unblockable special 1 after this. But again, he's unblockable. Doesn't matter. Phase right through him. I go for another special 1, except I don't have any of my charges, really. He's down to 1%. All I need is 1 more. I end up getting clipped a little bit by his unblockable special 1, phase through, and hit him. So we did get hit there, but another solo. Next up, we have a heavy healing and immune to heal block Sentry. He's going to get Arc Overload also. He is going to be unblockable, and he's going to have all this regen. And I suggest going in with a heavy debuff champion so that you can use your Despair Mastery in order to help with the healing. So here, again, at the beginning, I forgot he's unblockable. He does get his invulnerability there. So we're just going to go ahead and intercept. And once we get him into a rotation of him throwing specials, it's not so bad. And Shield is just going to put on tons of bleeds. We're not going to worry about the healing or the unblockable, really. We're just going to keep trying our best to push him to special 1 or 2. Doesn't really matter, but you can't rely on a heal block champion. You got to put those debuffs on, get that damage over time, get that Despair Mastery going to help you out, and just watch him melt. Shield just absolutely destroys him. Tons of bleeds. He does every once in a while his invulnerability refreshes, but other than that, super clean fight with Shield. Next up, probably the hardest fight, and I'm still not 1000% on this one. It is Yelena Belova, and she has some unique ability that if she goes into a certain mode, she is going to reflect your attack unless you're doing mediums. Also, using a mutant champion that can put Daunted on is going to be beneficial. But she also has the node where if you block her specials, she's going to gain power back, and that is going to come into play here. Now, I used Gentle because he's an absolute beast here, but there is a ton of block damage to take, and I am not... this is like my second time I've even looked at Yelena here, and you can see she throws a special and gets right back to 1. Okay, luckily Gentle is a tank and doesn't get completely destroyed here. But I get my big special 2 off. I did take a tiny look. There wasn't much on Yelena out there as of making this video, but I did see Mr. Sinister can work really well for her, as well as Sunspot. Those are the only 2 that I've seen against Yelena, and then me using Gentle here. So that's all I've seen so far. So I did take a quick peek at what people were potentially using, but Gentle just absolutely can tank this. Also, you want to limit the amount of combo that Yelena gets, and you can do that if you can see the M on the top left. So you want to cycle between medium enders and light ending combos. Okay, and eventually, even though I got hit 1,000,000 times in this fight, and you can see her combo meter starting to go up, she's gonna get into I think I don't know if it's over 150, but she's gonna go. It's gonna go red, and when she goes red, she's gonna reflect any light or heavy attacks back. And I have to remember right here it was red, so she reflects it back to me, and I take extra damage. Luckily, I'm able to tank a lot of it. I throw my special, will help me get off the wall, and then when I parry, I can just use my medium attacks, but easier said than done. But here, I should just go again. I think I went with a light, and I'm just stuck here. So I am going to go ahead medium into a special and help me get off the wall. And this isn't the prettiest, but it is a solo. So if you have Gentle, he's an absolute tank here. But again, Sinister, Sunspot also work extremely well for Yelena. And again, I'm stuck on the wall, get stuck with the reflect again. But we are going to be able to grab a solo. I don't know how I managed to get through that. Gentle's an absolute beast. Okay, and then last but not least, we got Viv one more time for Cyclops. Even though he is the new buffed Cyclops and he's got a pretty crazy looking special too, I didn't take a look at it at all. I just kind of ignored all the nodes, used Viv, phased, bait special 1. The special 1 is still a single dash back, similar to his old SP1. It just looks different, but I just did the same stuff I do normally with Viv. Phase, medium, light, mediums, build up to a special 2, and do my special 2, then unblockable special 1s. And you can see here his special 1, it's the 1 single blast as it normally is, it just looks a little bit different. The animation is much cooler. So that is it. This is the Paragon Gauntlet. So much fun to do it on day one instead of literally waiting till like the end of the month when I finally slog through Thronebreaker EQ. There is the new Valiant event quest where you have to use like all your skill champions or all your mystics, science, cosmic tech, mutants to get through a path, but then you can switch to any champion you want for the boss. So this will help you through that, because once you get to the end, you can find the champion that you want that you used from the Paragon Gauntlet and use it to help you in the Valiant gauntlets. So that is it for here. And because I didn't use the choice nodes, I do grab the refined XP from the objective for the month. Hopefully that helps, guys, and good luck with all your crystal openings. That looks crazy. Bye-bye.